Welcome back to another video. So, I know, I'm in my car again. I'm always in my car, but today is more for leisure. It's been nasty and rainy for days, and still nasty and rainy, but at least now I am getting out to just think. Everybody needs some time away to think, to figure out what's going on with them, that kind of stuff. So, something I want to talk about today is a surprisingly touchy subject in today's world. Now, as I'm sure you all know, we live in a world today where people are offended by everything. They feel entitled. They are brats, basically. Well, something that bothers me personally, that doesn't get enough awareness. People try, but it doesn't get enough awareness. And over this past, weekend, I have fallen victim to this myself. Now, what is it, you ask? It's the concept of the man is always the bad guy and the woman is always the victim. Now let's boil that down a little bit. Let's boil it down into more explainable terms here. Okay, so full disclosure, I, as a male, have a temper. I know I do. I bottle shit up until I'm unable to contain it any longer, and it all comes boiling out. Now, why is that? Why do men do that? Well, from my experience, it's because men are groomed to bottle shit up. Men are groomed to hide their feelings and hide their pain and just deal with it. You've heard the term man up, right? That's about one of the dumbest terms I've ever heard in my life. So, manning up is just shoving it down and doing nothing to fix the problem. That doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense to me. But we're groomed to be independent and self-reliant. And there's nothing wrong with being independent and self-reliant. But we are groomed. We are taught at a young age to ignore the pain, ignore the emotion, and just carry on until we die. Women, on the other hand, are told that their feelings they are, not that they're told specifically, but they are treated as though their feelings and their emotions are more important than a man's. Well, guess what, bitch? I'm human too. I got feelings. I have emotions. I feel sad and angry and depressed and like I'm treated unfairly. So, why is it then? We're still on the topic. why is it men, when they get upset and they lash out and they get angry and they convey their emotions, are they then spun around and said, okay, you need to go there and get help. You need medication. You need a therapist. Now, I'm not talking about the men that hit women. No, they're a whole different breed, and every man that hits a woman should be taken out back and shot, period. But what I'm talking about is the average male, the one who does the best he can for his family, his significant other, whatever, but gets treated like shit because men are supposed to be tough. You can be tough and still have fucking emotions. There's no contest there. But men are treated like crap because there is an expectation there. Right? So recently, I am bad for bottling up, but I was groomed that way growing up, that I'm not supposed to convey my emotions, that I'm not supposed to have emotion. Okay, I was supposed to be tough and deal with it. Okay, and I can do that, but eventually it gets to the point where I just I snap and I break down. I'm not being irrational. I'm not being mean or trying to cause a fight with anyone. I'm just trying to convey my emotions, and the only way I can at that moment, when all of it boils over, is through frustration, is through anger. Letting it all out in one blaze of glory. Right? So I was recently told that I need to be on medication. Which, first of all, I do take anxiety medication. It's all herbal. Everything I take is herbal. It's ashwagandha, fish oil pills, and St. John's wort. It's all organic stuff. And that helps. That helps with my clarity. That helps me focus on what I'm doing. It calms my mind. Now, I was told maybe I need to seek medical advice, like Xanax or Adderall or whatever the hell else is out there for men that are unstable. Okay. Now, I was also told that I need to seek therapy. Mind you, my outburst wasn't violent. I didn't scream or yell. I just conveyed my emotions and my thoughts bluntly. Because I've spent years holding my tongue and being under the thumb of others for their benefit. Well, lately I've gotten to the point where I'm tired of bending over backwards for people, and it's taking away from the things that I'm trying to do, like these videos and my VR videos and my writing. It's trying to do everything for everyone else is taken away from that. So it finally boiled over, and I'd had enough. Which everybody has a breaking point, right? Everybody gets to a point where they feel like they're done. They're just done. They can't take it anymore. They're going to focus on themselves. That's what I'm doing now. Is I'm taking time to focus on myself. This drive, recording this video, these are things that I want to do, and I'm going to do them. If you can't tell, I'm very passionate about this subject. So, back to the original topic here. When a man has an outburst, when it becomes too much for them to handle, and they have finally broken, and it all comes out, they're the bad guy, right? On average, that's how it works. They're the bad guy. They're the one who's being mean and inconsiderate and cruel, right? Now, not my marriage, let's go ahead and, this part is not about my marriage. Okay? My wife, as difficult as she is a very understanding woman. She is. When there is an issue, we will talk about it, and things will be perfect after that. Now, I have been in a relationship, however, where when my frustration and my inability to cope any longer got the better of me, and I had an outburst, I would get angry. I wouldn't yell, but I would get angry. I don't put my hand through walls. I convey my problems with my voice, not my fists. Okay. Now, this relationship I was in, I got angry and she played victim. It was, he's being mean to me, he's screaming at me, he's threatening me, none of which I did. And I know what you're thinking. Well, how can we believe you? This is just your side of the story. You can believe what you want to believe. I know what happened. Okay? So, I go out. I leave. After we had a fight, I left for a while because I felt like I needed a break. I needed some air. I needed to breathe. Some time for myself. Okay? Now, I'm gone a couple hours. I didn't really go anywhere. I went for a drive. Came back. When I get back, her mother and her sister are both at our place. Now, I didn't think much of it when I walked through the door. I walked through the door and my ex decided to go off on me, screaming and yelling and telling me I'm a piece of shit and that, she hopes I die alone, things like that. Okay. This was the last fight we ever had. She then proceeds to slap me, and I mean hard. Hard enough that it busted blood vessels in my eye and, Okay, knocked my glasses off. Okay. And she hit me. It hurt. And I stood up. And my immediate reaction when someone's threatening me or I am physically attacked, if it doesn't knock me out, is to stand up and puff out your chest and you clench your fists. I wasn't going to hit her. But I was preparing myself in case she decided to come at me again. Now, the thing that really threw me in this is when she hit me, her mother and sister, without hesitation, grab her, pull her back, and go look her dead in the face and say, "Are you okay?" Bitch, she's the one that hit me, right? So that this is my point. This is my question. Why is it men are always the bad guy when they get upset? But when a woman gets upset and, i.e., hits the man or assaults him, whatever, throws his game console into the pool or hits the TV with a golf club or whatever, they're the victim. They are the victim, not the man. No, the man did everything wrong. The woman did nothing wrong. Why is that? If you know the honest answer to that, I want it down in the comments. I want to know why this world treats men like they're dirt and women like they're goddesses. Because I'm sorry, and I'm going to say this, if my wife ever laid a hand on me, if she ever lost control for even a moment and laid a hand on me, I would pack my shit, I would walk out that door, and the only time she would see me should be in court for a custody hearing. That's it. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about that. She laid a hand on me that wasn't to spank my ass. It's over. It is over. Been through it once, ain't doing it again. Okay? But why is it women are treated so much better than men? You know, I hear all this talk about gender equality, right? Oh, I'm going here. Like I said, I have spent years biting my tongue. I have spent years pushing it down and keeping my mouth shut about topics because I don't want to offend anybody. Well, I actually saw a piece of advice the other day that said if you're not getting shit, if you're not getting flack from people for what you're doing, you're not trying hard enough. You're not doing a good enough job at it. Okay? Well, I'm going to ruffle some feathers now. I hear women consistently talk about gender equality. They want to be treated as good as a man. But do you really? Because men are treated like dirt. They're treated like absolute dirt. Oh, you have feelings? Piss off. Okay? Gender equality is horseshit. And the reason I say this is because if a woman wants to be respected, quit showing your asshole on the internet. If a woman wants to be respected, give respect. Treat people how you want to be treated. That was beaten into me as a child. Like my parents shoved that into my head and made sure it stayed there. You want to be treated equally, then start by treating us the way we fucking deserve. You know, I know a lot of guys are pieces of shit. They cheat on their women. They treat their women like absolute dirt. Fine. That's really fucking annoying. Fine. Those men can take a long walk off a short pier. There are some of us, though, that are good to our women. And the nice ones are the ones that get treated like crap. And it's the assholes that get treated like saints. That the women worship the ground they walk on. So, I mean, if you want a bad boy that's gonna give you, it's gonna teach you a life lesson, it's gonna give you trauma, go for it. Who am I to say otherwise? I can't control anybody. I can barely control myself. So, you want what you want. Period. That's cool. I got no problem with that. I have no problem with you wanting what you want. But what I want is for this gender equality crap to stop. Because if you want to be treated like an equal, you want to be treated like I'm treated. Okay. Well, I'm treated like dirt. Personally. I get the short end of the stick every day. Okay? I battle depression, anxiety, all that shit every day. But I'm respectful. If someone shows me respect, if someone treats me well, I'm going to treat them well. You know, and I've had a lot of people in the past. When all is said and done, they talk about how much they did for me. Yeah, well, you also gave me a fucking psychosis. You also gave me an insecurity that I would never be good enough. That I would always fail and have to fall under someone's shadow to even be noticed. You know, if that's true, fine. If it's not true, then I'm going to succeed. And I'm going to do everything I can to succeed. I spent so long burying myself in heathenry that I pushed everything else away. I pushed my comic books that I love so much away, my video games, friends. I pushed friends away because they weren't heathen enough. That is... I didn't realize how stupid that was at the time. Now I get it. Now I see that, I was just being manipulated. Okay, I understand now. But, I'm voicing my opinion now. It's happening. It's gonna happen. I'm no longer gonna sit by idly twiddling my thumbs. So this is my opinion. Gender equality is crap. Plus, how can we have gender equality when there's 1,000 different freaking genders? Pick one. I don't care what you classify as. You can classify as a piece of gravel. I don't care. Just settle on it and be done. I'm not going to treat you any different. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. Man, woman, tree, I don't care. If you treat me like dirt, I'm going to treat you like dirt. That's just how it works. So, there is the opinion. There is the point. Men are treated like shit. Women are treated like goddesses. And that stereotype crap has got to stop. Just because I'm a man doesn't mean I'm inferior. And just because you're a woman doesn't mean you're inferior. We're all human beings. And we all need to just get along. We all just need to take care of one another. What's so bad about making me a sandwich? I'd make you one. Bet that blows your mind, don't it? I can make a mean sandwich. I'll even toast the bread and melt the cheese. Oh! So how about you just get over yourself? I don't expect you to live in the kitchen. Okay? I don't. My wife? Oh man, my wife is one of the most independent women I've ever met in my life. She does not need me. She claims she does, but if I were to disappear one day, she would survive. Right? So, she'd be okay. She's independent. She's strong. She can do it. But that woman loves to make me food. She does. She loves to cook. Just in general. And she makes food for me and our 2 kids every single day. Well, there are days I do. I cook. But, she loves to cook. She would much rather be in the kitchen than watch me trying to cook. Because she loves to do things for the people she cares about. See, that's what's not talked about with the whole, you're gonna get in there and make daddy a sandwich. Okay. See, that's just it. Any woman who really loves the person they're with will be more than happy to make them something to eat. I mean, is it that much of a stretch to think that because you care, you're willing to fix someone food? Men are a lot easier. It's like, you promise me some after I fix you something to eat, I'm gonna fix you like a 5-course meal. I'm gonna earn it. Men are simple. Women, a little different. Now, if you check out my TikTok, I do have a video on how to understand women, and it's real easy. I'm not getting into that, but it's like, if you go check my TikTok, it's how weird, all the same. But, it drives me crazy to think about that these women feel superior. Why do you feel superior? I don't feel better. I don't feel more superior than you. I mean, clearly you've been hanging out with the wrong dudes, because the average male is not going to feel superior to you. Just not. There's no point. We're all human beings. Any good male won't. Any good male will not treat you like a piece of flesh. They'll treat you like you're important. So if those are the guys that you're spending time with, you need to reevaluate, because it's not everybody else. Maybe it's you. And with that, I'm going to end the video, because we're over 25 minutes of me just going non-stop. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Click that notification bell if you haven't, because I come out with a brand new video every Wednesday. Like this video, throw a comment down, give me your feedback on this topic, or any topic, I don't care. Talk to me. I love to talk to people. So, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, get awareness out there on this topic. It's important. Men have got to quit being treated like crap. Alright? But with that, I'm going to end it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.